It's fast forging a reputation as one of the most popular destinations in New Zealand, and it's easy to see why. Wanaka is a mecca of outdoor adventure sport in summer and winter. It attracts thousands of outgoing visitors every year, making it one of the real hotspots in the South Island. But one of the main attractions of Wanaka is the Wanaka Golf Club. With views that rival any course in the country, it doesn't take long to see what makes the Wanaka Golf Club a special place to play golf. This is a course that is steeped in history.
It started in the 1920s and it was all voluntary. It was right on the waterfront down in the township. And then in the late 20s they decided that they really would like to play a bit more golf. So they were able to secure this reserve and they built 18 holes here. It was a golf course that actually only ran in the wintertime because all of them were farmers. So they locked the gates and they came back in the summer. They started at Easter and they went through to Labour weekend.
The visitors from the New Zealand Seniors Tournament were impressed by the Wanaka layout.
You know, the greens were very tricky, small greens, and the putts were difficult. Downwind and down grain were very slicked.
You walk around the place and 8 holes are gone because you're just sort of busy looking at the spectacular vistas that you've got here, and it's a really nice place.
It's got magnificent scenery all around it, the mountains, the first 5 holes, you've got views of the lake, and the greens are usually in magnificent condition, fairways well watered. I think it's a really great little holiday track and a great little golf course for a town like Wanaka.
And the locals aren't surprised. They rightly believe that the Wanaka Golf Club is something truly special.
We've got a good membership now, we get a lot of green fee, so the income has helped where we've got great green staff, we've got great equipment, and we can put a lot of time and effort into the golf club, and the whole community is very proud of the facility.
Even par was the best score for the New Zealand seniors. So what is it that makes Wanaka such a challenge?
One very interesting feature about them, they're soil-based greens and they're cut out of the fairway, so they don't hold the ball that well when they dry out. So you've got to be sort of cautious attacking the greens.
Local Mitch Bosley, who plays for Otago, loves playing his home track.
Yeah, it's really nice out here. It's always in great condition, as you've been able to see, and it's just a nice place to play.
We get straight into the course tour now with Mitch playing the first.
Well, the first is one of our 2 longest par 4s. A good drive down the left side feeds into a flattish area, then you've got to carry a big gully to get to the green, and it's quite a demanding second shot, so it's a tough opening hole, number 3 stroke hole I think on the card.
A nice birdie there, first up for Mitch. The front 9 is where the visual feast of Wanaka is on full display. It's these sorts of views that have golfers from all over the country and indeed the world visiting central Otago.
What's a good score around here? The top guys were shooting maybe a couple under par on the first 9, and then par or a couple over on the back 9 would be more the norm.
Mitch explains the task ahead at the par 4 fifth.
The fifth here is 334 metres. You can either hit into the dog leg or try and go over the pine tree, and then from there you've only got a wedge into the green, which is quite slopey and difficult. The fairways here slope sort of right to left and left to right, so you need to shape the ball into them so that it doesn't run into the rough.
On to the 6th, a short par 3.
The 6 is a little par 3 and I love it. I think it's a great hole. It's got a long narrow green and the right hand side of it slopes away. You've got to be on the left side of the green, otherwise you're running off the green. It's a short hole, but it's a very demanding hole, and it's got a fantastic green. It's only about a 9-iron or a pitching wedge for the long hitters, but it's just a great hole.
The signature hole of the course awaits at the par 4 7th.
Well, the 7th is our best hole, demanding driving hole, and then you've got your second shot. If you're back at 150 metres, you've got virtually a plateau green to hit a long shot into. It's the newest green on the course, and I think it's the best design hole that we have and one of the best in New Zealand that I've played.
And another fine birdie for Mitch, but it doesn't get any easier at the 8th.
Well, you've got the out of bounds down the right hand side, and you've almost got to hit a draw off the tee to get into the right place on the fairway. And most golfers don't draw the ball very easily, so it's probably one of the most demanding tee shots, but if you get it right down there, and then you've got quite a slopey green there to get into for your second shot.
Lake Wanaka is the dominant feature of the town, and you get amazing views from the course. If you want to get even closer, stay at the Edgewater Resort on your visit.
Very much so. It's our major selling point, being right by the lake. No one else in town has that, so makes us pretty exclusive.
The spacious self-contained bedrooms make Edgewater Wanaka's leading hotel.
100%. Best place in Wanaka.
On the back nine now, we jump ahead to a hole that could make or break your round at the 16th.
The 16th is our longest hole and probably the most challenging for most of the players because you've got out of bounds all the way down the left and the fairway slopes down to the left, but it dog legs away to the right a little bit. The green there is a very narrow green with a big bunker in the front of it, very difficult to get onto the green, and once you're on the green slopes severely from right to left, so you've got some difficult putts there and very scary for most of the club members.
Closing out the course, another feature hole, which is all risk and reward.
Again, the long hitters can cut the dog leg there. Long par 4, our number 2 stroke hole, and a superb finishing hole. A good drive to the middle of the fairway there can leave a long iron in. Guy I played with yesterday hit 3 iron for his second and made birdie, so he was really rapt to finish like that.
As you can see, Wanaka is a course that all lovers of the game will enjoy. How does Garth rate it?
It's one of the best that you'll find anywhere. It's just so well groomed and it's just such a fantastic setting that it's unbeatable.
The Wanaka Golf Club is only $35 for affiliates and $55 for non-affiliates.
And that's it for this week's Golf Club. The HSBC New Zealand PGA Championship decided in style. Now, what do some golfers do after 4 rounds of tournament stress? Well, a spot of fly fishing if you come to Clearwater. Join us for the Golf Club again next week. Only a short distance away from the Hills course near Arrowtown, up over the Crown Range, and you'll find the delightful lakeside town of Wanaka. It has a very popular golf course, which recently hosted the New Zealand Senior Open.
It's a tournament that all of the old hands at clubs up and down the country want to win, the New Zealand Seniors. The best golfers aged 50 and over converged on the scenic Wanaka Golf Club last weekend to battle for the prize trophy.
Well, everybody just loves the place as a visual. The golf course is superbly groomed. I mean, it's never been better. There's hardly a blade of grass out of place.
Into the action, and Ngaruawahia golfer Philip Hunter was the final round leader after impressing throughout the week. The defending champion David Burton was hoping to back up his heroics from 2008. Wanaka golfer Graham Barbara was showing the value of local experience with this fine birdie on hole 1. TVNZ sports journalist Peter Williams was looking to improve in round 3. Williams just missed this birdie chance on the short par 4, 4th. Alex Cleve of the 60-plus field made a great save for par on the 8th. Arthur Parkin of Auckland's Mangakiki trumped that with this birdie putt as the action heated up. Martin Webber, who was playing in the final group, needed no further encouragement. He made this great approach shot into the 8th and then converted his birdie chance. The standard of New Zealand seniors golf was very high. Conversely, the putts just weren't dropping for the Aussie-based Kiwi David Burton. Time was running out for his title defence. His rivals were keen to edge further ahead when they approached the birdie-friendly 9th. Hugh Harrison made a great putt here for 3. And so too did overnight leader Philip Hunter. It was going to be a tense finale to the tournament. Both Harrison and Hunter found trouble on the par 5 10th. David Burton was still in the mix. This approach to the par 3 13th had him chasing the lead. Martin Webber would make birdie on the par 4 12th to keep his hopes alive. Hugh Harrison missed a short chance on 13 for birdie, which opened the way for his rivals. David Burton, standing on the 17th tee, now held a 2-shot lead. He almost made it 3, but this putt on the penultimate green came up just short. With a good crowd around 18, Burton would comfortably 2-putt to win the title by 2 shots. David Burton, the back-to-back New Zealand Seniors champion.
I struggled the first couple of days with my putting, but came right today, and it's a beautiful golf course, beautiful setting, and an international field, so I was pleased to shoot a 68 today.
And to cap the tournament off, an aerial show from the club president. It was a spectacular show and fitting finale. Wanaka hosting the New Zealand Seniors in their own way. Coming up, we tour the scenic Wanaka Golf Club. It boasts world-class views and its course is a unique challenge.
It's just so well groomed and it's just such a fantastic setting that it's unbeatable.